Put it on put it on airplane.
Okay, boom.
Thank you, David. I don't need the whole full thing. Just a thank you, Shantae.
All right.
Yeah.
40 seconds.
Whew. That's me right there.
I need the scissors.
It's me.
Chris, you don't get
Bro,
I was trying to give you
I'm
everything.
a hot ass mess, bro. It's okay. Just,
You are not a mess.
just. Damn, Shantae, how you take my thing,
You,
bro?
we just went through all this. Chris,
What's up?
Chris.
I'm good, y'all. It's 20 seconds to lie. I'm good.
Look, hey.
The world's ending. Let's go.
Stop. Y'all making him nervous.
All right, we good.
Look.
I
Yes.
can hear you.
Chris.
I'm good.
Tap in. Walton World, welcome to Live with Candice and Chris and Woods Halloween.
Welcome to the show. Happy Halloween. Happy Tuesday. It's a beautiful day to be alive.
Yes,
Yes.
it is.
Yo, let me tell you about the power of a good friend. I was literally having an anxiety attack about 5 minutes ago. What did you do? You did something called Reiki. Where she rubbed her hands together and then you just shifted
And I
the
only
energy.
do it for my husband, but you needed it this morning.
Yo, I was going through it this morning, but I'm still trying. My heart is still.
I
but
know.
You brought me down.
Wait, okay, what happened? So, breathe.
Everything that could go wrong this morning went wrong.
But it didn't. Cause but it didn't because you're here.
That's true.
You're
That's
healthy. You're alive.
Come on, speak it to
You
me.
made it here.
Yeah.
God gave you another opportunity. We're gonna speak to the people.
To the people.
So it didn't go wrong. It went how it should go.
There you go. Thank you, Candice. I needed that.
Okay.
Boom. We back
We're
to
gonna be good.
Yeah.
We not dressed like goblins or anything. I just couldn't get it in. I just couldn't
couldn't
get it
get into
together.
it this year?
It came so fast.
It did. But our idea
It
was
came-
fire though. We
it
was gonna
was-
kill him this year, but we just didn't.
I was gonna be a whole chair, and then we changed it. If they had I had something already planned out, but the change kind of messed my whole head up because
Yeah.
I was gonna be the Montgomery
She was gonna be a chair from Montgomery.
Yeah,
I wanted to be Tupac.
I was the chair. They should have let me come in here with my white.
As a chair, Candice, then would have been found. I wanted you to be a chair so bad.
Y'all messed me up with the change. Well, you look good.
Likewise.
You look good. You
How
look
was
good.
your night last night?
It was good. Listen, yesterday I was no good to earth because, going out on a Sunday night. Mm-hmm. Oh, and the phone is ringing. Let me tell you who's calling me in the middle of us recording. Let me tell you. Jamaica had an earthquake, right? So my phone is purposely on because my family is still trying to get in touch with me. So my aunts, I have the emergency, bypass. Yeah. So guys, that's just Jamaica calling. And saying all is well.
Shout out to Jamaica.
All is well. Yeah. All is well in Jamaica. It's gonna be okay. But it's all right. Yeah. We got to get into the show. And we're going to talk about Jamaica coming up anyway.
Yeah.
Listen, PA, tell my auntie I'm all right.
She's okay, auntie.
I'm all right,
She's all right.
auntie.
She's all right. All right.
Well, let's start. Let's get into fact of the day.
Let's go.
So, fact of the day. Another useless fact that you don't need. So did you know that TV commercials emit a tone inaudible to the human ear that only smartphones pick up? Like you always wonder, how is it that my phone knows I talked about an ad or something on TV all of a sudden pops up? It's purposely.
Okay.
It means the government entities can play a tone through the TV and it pings all of your phones in the room. That's what identifies your phone groups to the government and to ads so that they can spam you.
I've always been creeped out by that. Like, we could be talking about ice cream and then I'll go on Instagram and see an ad about ice cream.
And now that you said it, it's going to pop up.
It's going to pop up today.
That's
a good fact, Candice.
Yeah.
But it's really nothing you could do about that, though. I feel like they're eavesdropping on us.
Yeah, but you know what? The little people like us, they're not looking for us. They're looking for big time, you
Yeah.
know, conspiracy. They're looking for terrorists. They're
Yeah.
looking for Obama bin Laden's family. Not Obama, I ain't mean it,
Nah,
y'all. Osama bin Laden's family. You know,
Yeah.
they're not looking for little people like us. It's
Hey.
all right.
It is what it is.
Well, we got to get into it. Let's get into the breakdown. So thousands of pharmacy workers across the country is doing a walkout. They're saying no more. We want higher pay. We want things to change. Walgreens and CVS are starting that walkout, and it's called, of all names, Farmageddon. Now, this is starting through Wednesday. Workers at Walgreens, CVS are planning to all walk out. They've already done so, actually, though. They had a protest earlier at Walgreens where out of 200 locations, 9,000 different employees walked out at the same time. They actually called in sick. CVS also had employees that did this as well in Kansas. So it's not the first time, but they're planning it to be on a bigger scale because they're saying they want better staffed stores, work-life balance, and reduce the margin of error. So they're really planning on doing this.
You know what, and it's crazy because we talked about the nurses going on strike, and
Yeah.
that was scary in itself, but I think with the pharmacy techs and the pharmacists going on strike, that's a whole other animal. That affects way more people. With the nurses, I mean, not to downplay it, but that's
Right.
only affecting people that are in the hospitals, but billions of prescriptions are filled every year. I think around 6.7 billion
That's a
prescriptions are filled. It's only 337 million of us, so it's more prescriptions being filled than people. So with them going on strike, this could be.
I don't need them to go anywhere. I need them to get my stuff right. Let me tell you, I have a bone to pick with CVS.
With CVS?
So my happy pill was supposed to be at CVS.
Right.
Days ago.
Yeah.
Days ago.
Yeah.
I called them every day. I said, is my prescription ready? They didn't get it. They
Yeah.
didn't get it. This went on for about 4 or 5 days.
Yeah.
Till finally, my doctor's office, I had to stay on the phone while they called them three-way, which usually they don't do anything
that,
like
right.
that. Do you know what they said?
What?
They had it. They just forgot to put it in the system.
That sounds about right.
And for
CVS.
walkouts and don't come back.
That sounds about right. It's the shortage. It's the staffing shortage. I think they're just overworked and their brains are just fried. Because even when I pick up my stuff, sometimes it could take 40 minutes to get. I'm like,
sure that happens at some of them.
and mine's
But
with
this
Walgreens.
one had about 6 people behind the counter when I walked in. It was 6 of
It
them.
was 6 of them.
Not understaffed at that one.
Well, that I don't know what was going on at your location, but by Walgreens, it's always like 2 of them. The line is wrapped around the building, but now we know why.
But honestly, we wish them well. I think better work-life balance for all companies, especially when you're dealing with the public. It can be exhausting. It's a lot of stress, and people are unhinged.
Yeah.
So they're dealing with a lot, and they do deserve, and all jokes aside, they do deserve better pay in situations. But we got to move on. So listen, earthquake hit Jamaica, and there's already a song. I wish I could play the song. We are undefeated. Jamaicans, you can't beat us. You can't. You can't. The earth cracked up yesterday, and we got a hit song out already. But no, there was a 5.4 earthquake that hit the country yesterday. I know that we have a video, and they can pop it up. Look at this.
Wow.
So this happened unexpectedly. Now, thank God no one was hurt at all, but the earthquake, they said, lasted for about 30 seconds, and it was 10 kilometers south of Buff Bay and in Portland. So that's right around Kingston, but not in Kingston itself. It just caused heavy shaking. A lot of the buildings were displaced. Now, this is the first earthquake to hit Jamaica like this in almost 20 years.
Yeah.
The highest one happened in my hometown, which is in Port Royal, and that was in 1692.
Wow.
That was the biggest earthquake.
I didn't realize that there was so many like small earthquakes that
it
take
happens
place.
all the time.
They said like
Yeah.
200 a year happen around the island, but this one
Very
was a big
small.
one. Yeah.
Very small.
But I'm glad that nobody was. So how close was this to where you are from? Is that close to you?
This is not too close, but my cousin, who you know, Sani.
Oh, Sonny, what's up?
Yes.
Shout out to Sonny.
So there's a supermarket that's going around that everyone is basically showing the most. that supermarket is right close to where she lives because that's her supermarket. So, but everyone is okay.
Yeah.
Power lines were down. You couldn't get through yesterday.
Yeah.
So hence the phone call this morning. But everyone is fine.
Well,
but there's a song. I wish I could play this song. And it's so good.
Yeah, I liked it. She played it for me. It's a cool little song.
It'll catch on soon. But thank God, Jamaica, me loving a bad. Okay, so California, Governor Newsom again is in the news in the hotline. But here's the thing. He didn't say that Skittles were going to be outlawed because that's exactly what went around on the internet. But that's not exactly what he said. He said there's 3 ingredients that are health risk and that may cause cancer in the Skittles and in other ingredients as well, such as cakes, all the good stuff that you love. They want to make sure that it's no longer in it. And it doesn't take effect until 2027. So that's dye number 3, which is brominated vegetable oil, potassium bromate, and propyl paraben. Now all 3 of those can be found in lighter liquids. Yeah. They can be found in deterrents, things that are unsafe. So he's not saying Skittles can't be in California. They just need to change those 3 ingredients.
I think it all comes down to money because the National Confectioners Association, and that's who represents the the candy industry, they're saying that they're making these changes based off of sound bites versus science. So I think it's kind of like they might be stepping on some toes money-wise. Did you know that
I don't think they're stepping on toes.
Skittles generates $185 million a year.
And they kill you.
And they kill you. So I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see how this plays out because they're trying to push back on this. I don't think they want them to touch their
I don't think, but here's
recipe.
the thing. This is not just California.
Yeah.
This is Japan. This is happening with cereals. I think people are more aware of the things that are in foods. You have an influx of people that have diabetes, that are obese, and it's not, it doesn't run in their family. So they're trying to figure out, how can I have a healthier nation? Yeah. A healthier nation is a wealthier nation.
That's true.
So regardless if it's sound bites or not, the thought is to protect the people first. I get it.
We'll see how this plays out, you guys. On that, we got to get it to what's trending. So it looks like a lot of fans and supporters, including R&B singer Ray J, were concerned about Kodak Black's recent appearance on Drink Champs. Take a quick look at this clip.
People, they did that size in the corner, right? Earlier today, that boy say, God was in the other night. I had dropped you some gas and shit, of course. So in the house and shit earlier, that boy say, man, how you did that like that? You say, you just woke up and they just did that, man, like, yeah, for sure, like, talking about, bitch, I was in the studio, like, dead or something, what you call it, really, Kodak Bell jumped up and just slid.
What did Ross say?
Now, Ray J came out and said that Kodak needs help. He brought up an experience of taking him to meet the Trumps and said that
You understood it?
This is what Ray J said. Ray J said that Kodak disrespected the Trumps and acted out of place at the White House. Now, Kodak clapped back and basically said he would beat Ray J's, I can't say it on TV.
Ray J, leave that man alone. You see that he's high as a kite, twisted up, completely gone. Why you put yourself in it? Just go ahead and do your little scooter-boodle business that you got going on and leave the big boys alone. He didn't only speak about Ray J. He spoke about Donald Trump. He even spoke about
21 Savage.
Drake. 21 Savage came out and said, you know, he just put the cap emojis and was like, bruh, listen, that man don't need no help. He just need to be sober. That's it. Just be sober. I lost brain power having to listen to this just for this show. Boogly boo. Happy Halloween. That's Halloween.
Oh, my God.
Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back after this with more. Boogly. I like this.
That's nice. What was going on with my mic?
Zanisha, I like this. I wish we were. I wish we had time to get together and dress.
Afro fell off, so just kidding.
I was so mad I had to watch that whole thing.
With Kodak Black.
I literally sat in front of the computer like this.
I couldn't believe it was real. I'm like, they let his team let him go out like that?
I was like, what is he saying?
He didn't know.
What is he? I was like, what is he saying? What is happening? Thank you.
That was good, right?
And cornflakes. Cornflakes is another. Cornflakes is another one.
Oh, Lord.
Okay, whose job was it to put the phone on?
Oh, airplane, but
I moved it.
I said, oh, snap.
We played it off good though, right?
Yeah.
I was like, Jamaica. Okay, you see?
That was,
okay.
I wouldn't have thought of that. I would have just been like, up.
Yeah, I think quick. Welcome. Good to have you. Good to have you.
Should I tell you?
Cool. Denisha, I'm gonna move a tiny bit. Okay. Huh? Double loop it? Oh, I wasn't paying attention. Oh.
You don't need any of these candles?
Yes. Thank you.
All right, boom.
Yeah, I watched that. I was just
Yeah, Kodak was high
What?
as a kite. He was just high.
He's
You can put it on.
okay.
Georgia,
But
where
you
you
can
from, bro?
see
You
that
from
he
here?
was high.
I'm from Jersey originally, but I went to Full Sail. I went to Edgewater High School.
Okay, so you were born in Jersey.
Dallas, raised in Jersey.
Okay, I'm gonna ask about that. Okay,
Yeah.
born in Dallas, raised in
Jersey.
Jersey.
Come on, Jersey. I moved here from New York. Long Island, Queens. Queens, okay, come on.
I had 3 boys, and my 5-year-old was born.
Really? I didn't live there long. I was in Nassau County maybe for a year, but Queens. Yeah. Jamaica, Queens. Oh. You know Hollis? That's Queens. Like I was with LL and Run DMC. No, for real.
For real?
Mm-hmm. Coliseum. There's a huge mall. No, it's not really a mall. It's like a shopping area called the Coliseum where we used to get our big gold chains. For real? I wish I had pictures. You think? Yeah, you think I'm kidding? You think I'm kidding? Yeah, it's the Coliseum. It's on Jamaica Avenue.
Devils.
What are you talking about? We're talking about 2 different things.
No, I'm just talking about the area itself.
What area?
Were you talking about?
The Coliseum? That's on Jamaica Avenue.
I know though, but in that area over there, it's all ran down now. They have to re-gentrify.
They really redid Brooklyn a lot.
They did Brooklyn more than anything.
Yeah.
I was just in Long Island, what, like 6 months ago?
That's not long.
Welcome back to the show. You're just in time for Unfiltered. So today's guest is a 3-time Emmy-winning film and commercial director and producer. Please welcome to our show, Mr. Giorgio Rodriguez.
Thank you very much.
Woo! Welcome to the show.
Welcome to the show. Thank you for
Appreciate
taking time out of your schedule to come and
Man,
kick
thanks
it
for
with
having
us.
me. Yeah.
So we're going to dive right in if that's all right.
Cool.
So you were born and raised in Jersey.
So born in Dallas, raised in Asbury Park, New Jersey, and then moved here '94 into Central Florida.
Okay. So what was it like growing up in Jersey and then coming down here to?
You know, it was a bit of a culture shock. You know, snow on Christmas and to 85 degrees on Christmas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
Flip-flops and
Yeah.
holiday music.
from mitts to swimming trunks. You know.
Yeah.
You know, I still can't get used to that.
Yeah.
Because Christmas here in Florida doesn't feel like Christmas.
It feels weird wearing flip-flops.
It's like you
and
gotta
hearing Christmas
over
carols.
decorate just to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you got to
Christmas
really
spirit.
like push yourself, right?
Mhm.
To get into
Yeah.
the
Christmas
holiday
spirit.
season.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My wife's birthday is Christmas Eve, so it's like.
Ah.
No. Our anniversary's around Christmas, so
Nice,
I get
nice.
gypped. Yeah.
You gotta separate the two.
Try. We try.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Oh.
So that was.
Boogly, boogly, boo. Okay, so it's so funny because I don't have nothing. Our PA just took all my wrong cards. I think he did that on purpose.
We'll keep
So,
it going.
You're good.
I wonder, what is the toughest film that you've had to work on? Actually, before that, let's see. let's go back. So you work on reality shows,
Reality
right?
shows, yeah.
And you work on TV. Tell us
Music
about
videos,
some of your
yeah.
product.
Yeah, so I started off about 20 years ago on Nickelodeon Slime Time Live.
Right.
Then moved to New York, did MTV TRL, a couple shows like that.
Okay.
Then Disney started hiring me to do a lot of stuff. So I did a lot of stuff on their cruise lines, like promo stuff and all
I love
that.
it.
Okay.
And then my first big reality show was Survivor. I did about 6 seasons on location. Like,
Okay.
Yeah, China, Africa, Cook Islands, Fiji.
Okay.
And it really propelled me. I was in the camera department and then moved to being a director of photography.
Okay.
I did many episodes of Undercover Boss.
Okay. Okay.
Little Couple on TLC, music videos for Diddy, Rick Ross. And then just about the last 8 years doing producing and directing, and did a music video for Lil Wayne on the Carter 5.
Wow.
Directed and produced 4 seasons of T.I. and Tiny Friends and Family Hustle.
I love it.
Basketball Wives LA.
Wow.
Bar Rescue. And then we did like 14 General Motors commercials for my company. And I'm currently right now executive producing at Xbox. Been in Europe about 5 times in the last 6 months.
Wow.
That's awesome.
A special project that has something to do, I can't really speak on it, but
Okay.
it's gonna come out in the new year, so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, congratulations.
on
Yeah.
that.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So, Georgio, you've won 3 Emmys.
Yes.
Congrats on that. We can
Thank
clap
you.
for that. That's a big thing.
Thank you.
I want to know what it was like when you won that first one. What was that feeling like, and what was the project that you won it for?
Undercover Boss was the first 2.
Okay.
And we won for Best Reality Show.
Okay.
And that was in 2011, 2012. And it was a great feeling, really great feeling.
Yeah.
The third one was we did a Disney project on Broadway.
Okay.
At the Royal Albert Hall in London.
Okay.
Oh,
And
wow.
contributed to like 20 cameras, and we got the Emmy for that as well.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Wow.
Yeah, and my business partner just got a Grammy with Ice-T. We do a lot of stuff with Ice-T. We got some stuff we're doing. And
Okay.
So we got
Congratulations
Yeah.
on that.
yeah.
Okay, so I gotta ask, because I'm doing a little reality show situation.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. So what's the difference between working on reality versus a film? Because I know reality has to be
Yeah, so
a lot of moving parts.
Yeah, so like working on a film, a music video, or a commercial, you storyboard everything out. It's scripted. It's like plan. In reality, things
Right.
can change at this
Quickly.
Yeah, so it's you go into a scene like at a
Right.
restaurant and you want to capture a certain conversation,
Right.
whether it's a beef or whatever it is, and it can just change. So it's like you're continuously rolling
Yeah.
to make sure you get everything. Every once in a while, little secret, we try to tap them on the shoulder, like we're gonna change their mic, and it's like, don't
Right.
forget to mention about the baby, like that kind of, you know what I'm saying? 'Cause
Yeah.
they don't get it.
Yeah.
You gotta remind them,
Yeah.
like, we're here to, and
Yeah.
and then so sometimes it takes longer to get the scene,
Right.
but yeah, you never know what you're, and then if they storm out, your camera's gotta follow them, whatever it is.
And a lot of people think it's scripted.
Yeah, a lot of people think it's scripted. So it's not really, reality's not scripted. It's really
Right.
reality.
Yeah.
Right.
But it's sometimes it's spoon fed. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
Sometimes
Okay.
it's spoon fed. But you are really getting the reality moments.
Yeah.
Some people, they act out of character when the cameras get cut off.
I've seen that
Yeah.
too.
I've done the shows that were like, I've done Bad Girls Club and things like that. And then I've done like really nice shows. Like I've fortunate to work on like, the Jeff Corrin Experience a long time ago, and like
Wow.
educational stuff and things
Right.
like that, No.
Which one is harder to film, and which one do you like enjoy filming more, reality or?
I really love scripted. Like I love
Really?
music videos and things like that because you get to show your creativity. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So it's like, Lil Wayne's, we did the music video Don't Cry,
Right.
and wrote the concept up and, pitched it, and it was like, yes, what's the budget? We did it, and we, you see it come to life. Last
Right.
minute, we're like, we need an animal because it's a desert. We dumped a whole dump truck of sand on a green screen.
Wow.
wow.
In the desert, and it was like, I was gonna get a cheetah, and I was like, well, too much insurance purposes. So it's like, what else do you have? I called some people
Yeah.
actually from the Tiger King. So
No
people, yeah,
way.
this is crazy.
Wait, is it?
Yeah, one of the guys, Doc Ansel and other guy, and then they
Right.
forwarded me to another guy, and this guy was like, I got a camel. And I was like, well, how far are you? And he was like, I'm like 4 hours away. He was like, $2,500. I said, here you go. Just boom. He drove, bought the camel. We put the camel, set it right down, opening scene next to Lil Wayne.
Wow. Okay.
Not the camel. Okay.
Yeah, a camel named Shorty.
Shorty.
Shorty, yeah.
Shorty got work.
Shorty got work.
Shorty got that work.
Wow. So that's great. What is so inspiration? What can you tell a young viewer that's actually going into film, going into TV? What advice could you give them?
I would say always work on perfecting your craft. So, you know, most people in the industry start off as a production assistant. You know, I started off as a production assistant, but it doesn't mean that you can't be filming your own stuff at home, working on editing, use your family, do if it's nature, if you like filming birds, whatever. So you get more experience, you sharpen yourself up. So like when those opportunities come, so what I did was I took advantage of opportunities. When I was a PA, and then I moved into a camera PA, and like when that camera assistant or somebody got sick or something like that, I was like, I'll do it. You know, I'll jump right in. You know what I mean? I jump right in. So then I took a lot of risk on myself. But I was confident.
Because you want to be fully grounded.
Yeah, and be really alert when you're on set. I mean, if a lighting guy, I mean, in some places you can't do this because of unions. But like I was here in Florida, and a lighting guy was going to set up a light. Before he set that light down, I had that sandbag, and I was over there. I put it on the side.
Oh yeah.
And then walk off. You know what I mean? Start sweeping the floor.
Yeah.
Right.
You know? So
it's
just
like
being
you
proactive.
You do. You got to keep on honing it.
I'd say become a person, a necessity on set.
Right.
Instead of a person that they want. So like conversation, being very conversational, you know, just, you know, working hard and just doing everything right. And they were like, we need that guy on set. We need that girl on set.
That's awesome.
Because he brings the morale up, you know?
That's good.
You know?
Wow.
That's good. Man. Okay, we got more to talk about, but you got to come back. So we're going to switch gears, and we're going to go back to Kodak. I don't know why. But I had to actually watch this entire Drink Master interview with Kodak, right? Were you able to see?
I saw clips of it.
You don't want to watch the whole thing.
You
don't want to watch the whole thing. He had a lot to say about people in the industry, especially Ray J, Dre, and he made a lot of derogatory comments, calling them this, that, and the other that you shouldn't. What do you think about that whole interview?
You know what? Kodak Black is Kodak Black. Like, he's unfiltered.
Yeah.
Like, he's very unfiltered when it comes to anything. You know what I mean? He talks, he's going to speak his mind. And obviously, there was some kind of courage in the system this time.
There was
and,
a lot of something in this.
You know, I mean, I don't know if it's liquid, what it was, but, like, to be honest with you, some of the spots I did see, he talked about some of the beefs and stuff that he had and things like that. And, you know, we never heard his side of the story. But I still think, I don't know, maybe Drink Champ should have like pulled this interview.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Maybe they should have said, you know, we'll revisit it. He had to go.
Right.
You know what I mean? He had an emergency or something like that. Cover for him. Don't throw him under the bus. You know what I mean?
They cover him.
Yeah, cover, you know, because it seemed like there was times where he would just wander off and say stuff, you know.
And even get up. I thought he spit it. It looked like he spit behind him at one point.
Yeah.
It was a lot going on.
Yeah.
And see, I wanted to pick your brain about that too, because I want to ask, as a producer, at what point do you draw the line between this is going to make good TV and this is going too far? Like now we need to.
Well, I think that, you know, and I'm not trying to knock the producers of that show, but I think they, you know, he went left field a few times, but then he would say something, and he said stuff about T.I., Bootsy, people, stuff like that, and it was like, wait, he's giving us some information. Listen, so they kept it. I bet you they thought about pulling it.
Yeah.
And then, but you know, it's just like, man, it's hard. It's hard to be in that seat because you have somebody that you can interview right away, and it's not. I don't think it's live.
No, it's
pre-recorded. It's all pre-recorded like we always do. So really, I mean, you cut and say, all right, like, you know, let's bring them back another time. Let's get an emergency person that we have if we want to film another episode today. But it's a hard decision. It's a tough decision to make in the moment.
I think some of the things he said was so far out there, though, because when he spoke about Donald Trump being the president to, you know, set the most people free, that's totally not true. Let me help y'all out. Actually, Trump was the only presidency in history to grant the least amount of clemency.
Wow.
He only granted in his time 237 throughout his presidency, whereas President Obama, 1,927.
Wow.
So when you make comments like that, you do make yourself seem ridiculous.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Speaking really from experience of just because he got it from him. He did clemency for him, so he didn't do his homework.
And then as hosts, I'm not coming for y'all, but I'm coming for y'all. Because at the same time, if somebody comes on your show and makes those type of comments, you guys should know enough to piggyback and say, well, no, man, I think it's this.
Yeah.
That's also good reporting. That's also good interviewing. Don't just put up a podcast and say, we got a podcast, just have a podcast. Put information out that's truthful, that people can say, okay, well, they do know what they're talking about. Then that would make me listen to it again. But y'all just sitting there talking,
they were entertained probably.
Exactly. Going on
They
with
knew
the
it was going to
field
go viral.
Shout out to Nori. He's a good guy, though. Nori's a good guy, but,
But thank you for being on. We got to have you back.
Yeah.
We didn't spend enough time with you.
Thank you very
You could give us a tour when you're doing your next project.
Yes.
But guys, that's it. We got to get out of here. Happy Halloween. Check the candies.
We'll see you guys same time, same place. Be safe until tomorrow, y'all.
Bye, y'all. I had no questions.